All right, let's just dive straight into this. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're getting right to the core of what actually drives true success in, today's ridiculously high-speed world. We are unpacking the entire hustle philosophy embedded directly in the lyrics of hip-hop artist Taha Anjam. If you want to really understand the exact mindset required to rise to the absolute top of your game, and, more importantly, stay there, well, his words basically offer a flawless blueprint. We're skipping all the usual fluff today and going straight to the bars, breaking down the mentality that really separates the leaders from the followers.
Right off the bat, we're hit with this incredibly powerful premise. Zindagi stage hai, or hua nahi act, over. Meaning, life is a stage and the act isn't over. For Taha, life isn't just like a series of random events, right? It's an ongoing performance. The curtain hasn't dropped. Even when you hit a major milestone, the act is not over. You're always on stage, you're always refining your craft, and you can never, ever just stop pushing forward. It's this relentless, absolute commitment to your own potential.
Which brings us to our first core theme, life in the fast lane, navigating the modern hustle.
Look, before we can even talk about how to succeed, we have to honestly acknowledge the environment we're actually operating in. It's Bhagadawari, basically a state of just constant running around and relentless motion. His lyrics acknowledge that in this fast lane existence, time is a luxury you simply do not have. The clock just keeps ticking, time keeps passing, and that chaos of the modern hustle, it's always threatening to overwhelm you. It's a completely chaotic reality, sure, but recognizing it is literally the very first step to mastering it. I mean, you can't conquer a world if you don't even understand its pacing.
Okay, moving to the next piece of the puzzle, the unbothered mindset, staying chill in the chaos.
So, if the world is just this fast-paced blur, how on earth do you keep your edge without totally burning out? Well, Talha's stress rules are incredibly specific. He explicitly talks about keeping his mood light, and he asks this great question: why would anyone take unnecessary tension on their heads? He completely advocates for staying chill anywhere and anytime. And honestly, this brilliantly illustrates the paradox of a true hustler. On the outside, you're moving at light speed, but on the inside, complete stillness. You do not absorb the chaos of the fast lane, you deflect it. You keep your mood light so your mind stays completely sharp.
And that internal stillness, that actually becomes your armor against negativity. Detractors and haters, well, they'll always try to drag you down, right? They look at your ambition and call your confidence cheesy. But Talha's perspective is all about unapologetic self-belief. He literally invites the audience to sit in this class and learn this specific lesson. Because when you truly believe in yourself, the outside noise completely loses its volume. You can just brush off the negativity because, frankly, your internal validation is already rock solid.
Next up, we have hard work over luck, the true driver of success.
So think about it. If the fast lane is the environment and the unbothered mindset is your armor, what's the actual engine driving you? It brings up the ultimate question. Is it luck or is it hard work? This is the classic debate that young hustlers face when they look at highly successful figures in hip-hop, business, or literally any industry. From the outside, it is so tempting to attribute someone's meteoric rise to just, being in the right place at the right time. We always ask ourselves, did they just get lucky? But the answer, delivered with punchy, absolute clarity straight from his lyrics, is mehenet, hard work. You put in the effort. You don't ever rely on luck. Luck is passive, right? Luck is waiting for the universe to hand you a victory on a silver platter. Hard work is active. It's you literally bending the universe to your will through sheer consistency and grind. Talha emphatically states that true success relies entirely on the sweat equity you invest when absolutely no one else is watching.
And he drives this point home with an unforgettable metaphor. He says, ask the king why he goes to the throne. I love this, because true leaders, the kings of their industries, they don't just stumble onto a throne by accident. A throne isn't won in a lottery. They go to the throne because they have put in the work to claim their rightful place. It's all about intentional effort, audacity, and earning your position so thoroughly that sitting on that throne is simply the logical next step.
Which leads us into our final section, the ultimate question, embracing the unknown.
So you're working hard, you're staying chill, you're treating life like a stage, but what about the sheer unpredictability of the future? Talha offers a profoundly stoic piece of wisdom here. Hona kya hai, ye to waqt hi batata hai, or only time will tell what happens. Despite all the relentless hard work, despite never relying on luck, he gracefully accepts that the ultimate outcome is decided by time. You control your inputs, your grind, your mindset, your effort. But time? Time controls the output. And ironically, fully accepting that you don't control the final outcome is exactly what allows you to stay so relaxed and unbothered in the present moment. You just do the work and you let time reveal the rest.
Which leaves us with this highly provocative thought straight from the lyrics, tying his whole philosophy beautifully back to the brand collaboration. The lyric asks, the real question is, what doesn't go on it? Take a second and think about that in your own life. If you have that unbothered mindset, if you put in the relentless, gritty work, what limits do you actually have? What can't you achieve? The stage is yours, and the act definitely isn't over. So what's your next move?